While the president campaigns around the country for his jobs plan, House Democrats are bringing the campaign to Washington. 107 Democratic candidate recruits from 36 states are in the Capitol today, learning the ropes from leaders who hope to net the 25 seats needed for the Democrats to take back the House. New York Congressman Steve Israel is in charge of getting Democrats elected as chair of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, or DCCC. Congressman, thank you. It's good to have you here.
Great to be with you, Savannah.
Well, let me put on the screen this latest New York Times CBS poll, which I am sure you've seen. It shows congressional job approval stands at 9%. You're in the single digits. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but the unemployment rate is now higher than Congress's approval. Does that make a harder sell to these folks you're hoping will run it and hopefully for you help get Democrats back in control of the House?
No, in fact, the same poll showed that over 70% of the American people think that the House Republicans, who are in charge of the House of Representatives, favor the richest 1% and don't care about any of the others, don't care about the middle class. House Republicans, who haven't been able to pass a single bill to help a single small business create a single job, have to be held accountable for this. The only thing they've done is try and cut Medicare. And that's why we have over 107 candidates from throughout the country, 36 states. We've filled 60 districts. And what I love about these recruits is they are problem solvers. They're not ideologues. They are small business people, entrepreneurs, innovators, a NASA astronaut, a restaurateur, 2 Army generals, mayors, police chiefs. They know how to get things done and solve problems. And that's why I'm confident that we can take back this House.
Well, Congressman, let me ask you about what the president's been doing this week out on the road. And I'll play a portion of him on Jay Leno's show last night.
You recently said that you didn't like the girls watching the Kardashians.
I am probably a little biased against reality TV, partly because, there's this program on C-SPAN called Congress that is that I.
Congressman, I mean, you make the distinction between House Republicans and House Democrats, but the president doesn't seem to. Does it irk you at all that he's going around the country basically running against Congress and not really making the distinction between Democrats and Republicans?
No, look, the president knows that when Democrats had the majority in the House, we passed legislation sent to the Senate that improved the economy, that helped small businesses, that reduced the cost of college education, that continuously supported the middle class. And since then, when the Republicans took control of the House, they have not produced anything that will help small businesses create jobs. They've tried to end Medicare and fund tax cuts to big oil companies. The president knows that, and the American people know it.
Well, let me just ask you one other thing. From the New York Times poll that you just cited a few moments ago, it says, do you think Barack Obama does or does not have a clear plan for creating jobs? 56% he does not. This is after the president has done almost nothing other than push this jobs plan for the last month or so. I mean, does that shake your confidence in his ability to communicate with the American people and push forward something that you've argued is popular in the country?
Well, look, I think the president has made a very clear and convincing case. He's been traveling the country. Quite honestly, the Republican, their strategy to do nothing may have worked for them politically. It's just hurt the country. Their strategy to do nothing hasn't created jobs, and it should be no surprise that many people will hold the president of any party responsible for that. I think the president has made the right decision to explain that to the American people, and we are going to hold these Republicans accountable throughout the country. The fact that after we lost the majority, we have 107 recruits. We need 25 seats to take the House back. The fact that we have over 60 districts filled, 107 recruits, and we outraised the House Republicans by almost $4 million is a vote of confidence. You talk about a vote of confidence, that's the vote of confidence we have in our ability to take back the House.
All right, got to leave it there. Congressman Steve Israel, good to have you here. Thank you.